Located in the heart of the U.S., Lincoln Electric System has successfully powered the city of Lincoln, Nebraska, and surrounding communities for more than 50 years. Based on the model of local people serving local people, the utility has worked hard to earn its reputation for safe, reliable, and affordable electric service. LES's success can be measured in a number of ways, but since the beginning, it's been the leadership and the insight and innovation of its people that has shaped it into the respected utility it is today. The pillars of public power continue to drive LES. The utility remains committed to providing customer owners with safe, reliable, and competitively priced electricity with direct access to decision makers.
For us, our stakeholders, or shareholders if you will, are our customers. And in the case of an investor-owned utility, their shareholders basically probably don't even take service from the utility, don't live there, don't have basically any ownership of it. So then if I'm working for a board of directors for an investor-owned utility, my obligation is to the shareholder to make a profit. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't care about reliability, because they do, because that may impact them as well, but they have a whole different way of viewing critical issues, because they're looking at their profit for their shareholders. We're looking at our shareholders and trying to provide them the best service and the best value. It's a direct one-on-one relationship. The reality of it is, it's local people serving local people.
Approximately 500 people work together at LES to ensure electricity is available to customers when and where they need it. Each team member is vital to the organization and those it serves. LES customer owners are also critical to the organization's success. It's through their engagement and participation in the utility's activities, open houses, and sustainable initiatives that LES's goals are attainable. For instance, when a combination of events triggered significant rate increases in the 1970s, LES staff met with a large group of citizens to study LES rates and rate-making philosophy.
We invited every group we could find, and I think it became 14 or 50 neighborhood associations, NUPRIG, which was Nebraska Energy Public Policy or something, a campus group. Chamber of Commerce, LIBA. We invited everybody to come to the table. We jointly developed an agenda that I think called for as many as a dozen meetings. One subject each meeting, 1 hour each meeting, each party having a half hour to use how they wanted, including make a presentation, but then open to questions or to ask questions. And during the course of that, I think got much greater community understanding of the issues that we faced, that the whole industry had faced during those early years. Oil embargoes twice, those kind of things, of some of our conservation activities. And I think it was a strenuous exercise and demanding on staff, but I think it was good for the community, and I think probably it was one of the larger building blocks on what became LES as a good community utility provider.
The Citizens Group endorsed the cost of service principle, which aims to have each customer class pay its share of the cost of services received. LES continues to operate under this methodology. By the mid-'80s, the utility's rates stabilized. Owning a mix of efficient energy sources and the ability to buy and sell power in the market assisted LES in keeping costs down. Subsequently, LES rates have ranked among the lowest in the nation for decades. As a public power utility, LES is not in business to make a profit, and also due to its not-for-profit nature, it's not subject to income taxes like private companies. Instead, LES contributes millions of dollars to the local governments it serves through an annual in lieu of tax payment and city dividend. LES's strong financial position has made it possible for the utility to attain and keep a high AA bond rating. This has allowed LES to finance major construction projects at a lower interest rate, saving everyone money. Each year, LES dedicates resources to install, upgrade, and replace equipment and facilities, keeping its infrastructure highly dependable and less likely to fail. Reports consistently show that the delivery of electricity to LES customers is 99.99% reliable, one of the highest ratings in the industry. But this was not always the case. LES was established after decades of two competing public power utilities operating in Lincoln, leaving the town cluttered with duplicate and under-maintained electrical facilities. In addition to not being aesthetically pleasing, it was fairly common for the electrical lines of one company to fail and fall onto the others, increasing the outage's impact. LES rebuilt its distribution facilities to a standard voltage, started a comprehensive tree trimming program, and installed more lines underground. This included 5.5 miles of 115 kV underground line, which at the time was the longest line of its type in the U.S. LES continues to improve system reliability and support growth throughout the Lincoln area by proactively addressing aging infrastructure and constructing new transmission lines and substations.
These days, our customers expect to have power when they go and flip the switch. I mean, I think everybody does. And not only that, but there's thousands of businesses in Lincoln that rely on power to produce goods and services and just operate on a daily basis. So, you know, at LES, we put a very strong focus on reliability. It's one of our core values, and I think each employee at LES takes a lot of pride in providing reliability.
Automating many of its processes over the years has further increased LES's operational efficiency. Utilizing a SCADA system to remotely monitor and control LES facilities, such as transmission lines and substations, allows staff to quickly analyze problems and reroute power during outages, thus improving service levels from LES employees. Additionally, operations and communications were improved with the installation of a 58-mile fiber optic loop around Lincoln. Recent completion of the mobile meter reading project upgraded dial-type analog meters to digital meters. This mobile meter reading system allows electric meters to be wirelessly read from the street, thus improving efficiency, accuracy, and safety of LES meter readers. And at LES, safety is at the core of its operations. The utility is devoted to promoting and facilitating safety of its employees and the community at large. It's this dedication which allowed LES to be named one of Nebraska's safest companies in 2016. Had it not been for the dedication and ingenuity of employees who've identified the needs of the community and created and implemented plans to address them, none of what LES has achieved over the past 50 years would have been possible.
They're doing a great job. They are so well trained. They are so well attuned to community needs. They are dedicated individuals. You rarely hear a complaint about an LES employee. So they do things right. And it's, for me, coming from the government side of things, to have a government entity like that doing things so right in terms of customer service is a great image, and one that bleeds over into city government, and one we try to emulate in the rest of city government.
As LES plans for its next 50 years, its customers can be confident the utility will continue striving to be the world's best energy company. One vision, one tradition, one LES.